Well, here we are on a beautiful sunny September afternoon in the middle of St David's Wood, an ancient wood, and this is the Sarawi River that runs through. So let's see what we can find here in this beautiful setting as we go mudlarking. I thought I'd made an amazing discovery.
Yeah.
I was crossing over looking for shallow ground and I was convinced that I had spotted a ring on the bottom.
Yeah, it wasn't, was it?
It's not a ring, but you can see why I thought it
Oh,
was.
yes, look.
It did look like, and then I picked it up as a cup handle, didn't it?
Oh.
But you collect handles, but
Oh, yes,
I
but
really thought it was a gold ring really tarnished in the bottom of the water. And
that would have been a wonderful find.
As it is, it's a find.
That's right. Well done.
What on earth is that? Oh, hang on.
What do you think that is?
I was just looking now, as it picked up ground that way, seems to have a hinge in there.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it raised up off a fuse.
Oh, yes, could have been. Is it metal?
Yes,
Oh,
cast.
yes, cast metal.
Heavy.
Cast iron. Look at that. Whoa, that's a fair lump, isn't it?
And see, we're finding this. You see that stone there? That's definitely cut.
Yes.
There's one there.
Oh, look how square that one is. It's like a big cube.
So although we're in the middle of an ancient wood, we seem to be on the site of a building. Another stone there. Brickwork here.
Oh, yes, look, it's part of the wall.
There's brickwork there, look. So it's, up on the bank, there's, that looks like a lamppost.
Oh, yes, it could have been. Right, so there's definitely something that used to be in this area. We'll see if we can find out any more. Or see any more little bits of interesting bits of building. That was a very long sentence. There's the river. This is the banking. And well up on the banking, if you look very carefully, I don't know if you can see, but there's an old tin bath, which means at some point a house probably has been ploughed into this little bit of banking, because there are lots of bits that look like they came off a house building and a bath. So if you've got a building, a bath and some corrugated iron, I think this probably was somebody's home a long while ago. Oh, there's a big chunk of metal. Oh, I wonder if that's the back of the front of the fuse box we saw earlier. It seemed to have some sort of electric 3-point something going on there. Could well be. Phil's found a brick. Is it a new one? Or one we've had before?
No.
What is it?
It's probably my 30th Tredegar brick. To be honest, I've seen about 6 or 7 today on this run.
Yes, there are a lot of Tredegar bricks around
Which I
here.
haven't bothered to put on camera because I've seen Tredegar. It's to be expected because Tredegar is so near.
Oh no, I don't think that's a stone. It's a bit too light. Oh, it's heavy in weight. It's not a stone. It's got one of those that end, something under the rest of that end, and is it made up of individual discs? I'm not quite sure. Some sort of tool, I expect.
And now, just a thought. Is that a nut and bolt? and some old boy, know we seen all that metal sheeting?
Yeah.
Out of his shed, he kept his washers
Oh, it could be, yes.
on a nut and bolt, just twisted the end on and kept all his washers together.
Could well be. Genius.
I'm just thinking like an old boy with a shed. I wonder why.
I can't imagine. Oh, I can see something. Can you see it? It starts there. And it goes up to there. Let's have a look. It's a golf club. It's an Avon Victory. Ooh. Need some wood. And it's been in here for quite a while. Look at the state on that. It's broken, it's bent. I think I'll use it as a walking stick. But it is a bit heavy. Even so, I think I'll hang on to it. Oh. What's that there? Oh, it goes a long way. I think it's probably rusty metal. Let's have a look. Oh. Oh, it's a bow saw.
We owned a few of those in our time when we had log fires.
Yeah. It needs a blade, but there you go if you need to cut a tree down. One free bow saw. Right, let's cross the river. I think it's shallow enough. What do you reckon, Phil?
Yep.
Yeah?
I think so.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Here just down there, but it looks even better here. Oh, tidy.
Yeah. You can now go down the other bank of the river to get back to the car. You may find something more exciting, you never know. And there's an old tyre. I don't know how long that's been there, but it's pretty well buried in the silt. Oh, I can hear water. Can you hear rushing water? Somewhere around here must be something interesting. Here's a little clue. Climb up. Oh, look, isn't that pretty?
They brought it under the track. See up there, you can see the spring coming out of the woods.
Oh yes, so it comes down there, underneath the path, out of the hole there, and down into the river. And off to the sea. Now that doesn't look very natural. It's a padlock. And somebody has broken it. I wonder if that is part from a crime scene. Or just somebody got locked out of their shed and took a hacksaw blade to it. It's big and it's metal. What is it? Some sort of hinge? Oh, is it a car spring? Something off a horse and cart? What do you think that is? I'll show you Phil holding it so you can get a proportion of size. Just have a little close up here. It was all the way down with holes, so it was screwed into something. Something curvy, possibly.
Could have been a hinge, I suppose. That could have been bolted to a gate. But they're not very big holes for carrying such a heavy thing.
No. Well, I'm going to say it's the spring off a horse and cart, just because that sounds so romantic. What's that? Can you see that there? I wonder if that's the hub of a car wheel. Some sort of drum bit that had the brakes in. What do you think? It's very heavy, very rusty. Aha, here comes my intrepid explorer with what I assume is a brick.
No,
Oh, it isn't.
I think it's the corner of a fireplace. See, I think so. Or a piece of flooring or something.
No, it's half a brick.
It is strange because it's chamfered there. So
Yes,
it came
but
up that side, did it?
I think, yes, it would have been a brick that was made to look like cobbles.
Ah, right,
And
there
they
we go.
smashed the side off. You look, this side's really rough where it's been broken. And if you look at the bottom, there's the half the hole.
There we are. There we go. So one of them, half a brick.
And up here I can see some green enamel. Oop, hold tight. It's a bit of a bumpy ride. Oh no, it's plastic. I know what that is. That is a green wheelie bin. The children are terrible for taking the wheelie bins and setting fire to them. And that is one burnt out wheelie bin. But on the way back down is one of these. Now I found loads of these today. They're long metal, well, they're not spikes. They seem to have an indentation either end, possibly driven by a belt. And they're very heavy. So I really don't know what they are. About 18 inches long. If you know, let us know.
Update on my half a brick.
Oh,
2 letters on the back.
yes. Could be bedwas.
Oh, now you're thinking. That would make sense.
Yep.
Yep, and there we go. You're right, half a brick. I'm so predictable with my
You
bricks.
are. Ooh, some metal. There's a bit of broken old glass there. Oh, now, what is that? Do you know what that is?
That is a motor, I think.
Right.
Because you've got a shaft there. And you've got 2 coils here. So I must imagine you power the coils and turn the motor. That's what I'm thinking.
Could be.
I'm probably totally wrong because somebody out there knows about electronics. I'm a fitter. I'm not into electronics, but that's my guess.
Right.
And it's heavy.
Well, my guess, as I'm not even a fitter, is it's one of those. I would say that that's possibly copper wire wrapped
Yeah.
around.
So I
Yes.
thought coils. I was just checking in case any of it was magnetic, but it's not.
Oh well.
Sometimes you get magnets in them.
I found this log under the water. Can you see it? Well, it turns out it's not a log. Because you pull it out of the water, it's actually a huge spade or shovel. Look at all the rust on that. A lot of wildlife, so I think I'll pop it back in to just show you. That is really heavy and a fair size. Probably heavier because of all the rest on it. I wonder who left that here. I'll be back in all the little creepy crawlies to carry on living.
We're out here in the middle of the countryside in the woods. We've been looking in the river, but there's a house just behind me. We passed another house on the other side of the river, and there's 2 or 3 below, forming a little hamlet in this area. I've never been here before, although we live very nearby. But I do know that my mum, as a little girl, and mum's 85 next month, as a little girl she used to come down here with her mum, who was then delivering the post to these houses. So it's strange to be walking in the footsteps of my mum and my gran from 80 years ago as we walk along this part of the forest. Just thought I'd give mum a shout out. There we go.
Phil has spotted a brick
I've seen a brick.
right the way down there. That is a long way, but he's determined he can get down, so let's see. If he breaks a leg now, there's nothing I can do. I certainly can't drag him back up.
Gravity is with me going down.
Yeah, it's going to be funny seeing you come back
I
up.
have to levitate to get back up. If it says Tredegar, I give
Yeah,
up.
possibly does. I've looked down on the beach and I can't see anything that's going to lure me down an 8-foot drop. Well, what's the verdict?
It says Tredegar.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
There's something else on there.
Oh, look.
NCB.
NCB Tredegar.
Now whether that's National Coal Board or
I would
whether
have thought
that's
so. We'll check it out.
something else, but NCB Tredegar.
Very nice.
So worth risking life and limb for a decent brick.
He says that, but he hasn't climbed back up yet.
I know what this is.
What's that?
Oakdale Colliery was just up there. This is from the colliery for sure.
For sure.
For sure. And I will explain to you as soon as I get up. Ah! Hey! Okie dokie, let's have a look at my find. Conveyor belt.
Right.
Underground. If you imagine it, conveyor belt is continuous. Goes right the way round to the roller at the front, the big drive roller, runs along all the rollers, round the return roller. Continuous run. You can't have a continuous belt, you've got to have a joint. You've got staples either side that interlock, like that. And through the middle of the staples, just that end, you can see that pin. That's like a wire pin, goes all the way through. Right the way down there. Now what's happened is, going around the rollers all the time, the belt doesn't wear as quick as this because this is bang, bang, bang. Gets damaged, the joint gets damaged.
Right.
So along comes the beltman, slice down there and down there with a Stanley knife, pull it together, stamp new clips in, new pin through, let it go, good as new. The thing you must not do is slice this with a Stanley knife on your lap. Somebody did that in our colliery, ended up in hospital with a very nasty gash. There it is, one belt repair from underground, and it must be Oakdale because that's just upriver.
I came to film this waterfall. There's some really pretty water, but look what I found by the side. It's one of those. I'm not quite sure what it is. I found a very similar heart-shaped pendant last time we were here, only over the other side of the river. Look at the bling on that.